In order to set up a drum set right, it's helpful to know all the type of drums that are in front of you. So I'm going to go through each one so you know what we're talking about. The drum that sits on the floor in front of you is the bass drum. That's usually the largest drum. The drum right directly in front of you is the snare drum. And we call that the snare because of the wires on the bottom. We call them snares themselves. You can hear them. The two drums in front of you are called the toms or the tom-toms, or often even called the rack toms. The reason why they're called the rack toms is that when a drum set was created about 100 years ago, we had different percussion devices and different drums on a rack in front of you when we sort of combined all different types of drums together. And originally it was called a contraption set or a trap set. So we still today call them the rack toms or the toms in general. And then the drum next to you right here is called the floor tom. Toms either sit on stands right here, separate stands that go in front of you, or they're on a tom mount which drives directly through the bass drum and will sit directly in front of you. The bass drum has legs and spurs on the bottom which prevents it from sliding. Snare drum is normally on a stand. And then right next to us are our cymbals. We have a hi-hat cymbal over here which is on a stand. We have a crash cymbal over here which is on a stand. And we have a ride cymbal to our right which is also on a separate stand. Now for left-handed drummers, everything is typically reversed. Right here you see a normal setup for drum set.